Hello, my friends and family out there in YouTube land. I don't really have that much going on here in December, but I wanted to show what is going on. Um, if you saw the previous video, I've been very happy with my hydrangea. It's doing very well with its roots. Can't use this camera to really show, but if you look right in that little edge there between the dirt and the stick, it's got roots sticking out. You can see them on the inside of the plastic and a couple other places. So it's taken over this pot pretty good. It's got two little sprouts down here which are kind of discolored, although they have roots growing directly out of the bottom of them. But the two on the top here um, are actually growing. I mean, you can see if you look carefully at the very tip there, it's got leafage coming up out of it. Wasn't really expecting it to grow anymore while it's winter time, but I guess since it's indoors and the roots are doing well, it's decided to go ahead and see if it can poke some leaves out. I chopped off about 3-4 inches of stem that was on top. There was a previous node up there that didn't have any buds, but I kept it on to see what would happen. It died back to about there, so I cut it off underneath where it died off and added some wax just to hold in the moisture, and it's been about a week and it does not seem to be continuing to die back at all right now. So this guy is doing really well. I'm happy with him. I believe I'll have a pretty good starter plant in the spring. Of course, you guys have all seen this guy before. That is a Rose of Sharon. It was plucked from the ground. It looked exactly like this when it was plucked from the ground 6 or 7 months ago. It has not grown. It has not died. Can't tell if it's really put on any significant rootage because it's not really getting to the edges, but it is using water because it keeps drying out. So it is alive, for whatever that means to this poor little plant. All his contemporaries outside have lost their leaves and are getting ready for next year. This guy is just sitting there doing nothing. I'm going to keep it there until it decides to do something, one way or another. So I was kind of encouraged by the growth on my hydrangea. So I went and I got a few of my seeds from the Rose of Sharon out of the refrigerator to see if they were ready to sprout. I'm probably not going to do any more until late January, February, depending on how anxious I get. Uh, but I planted about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hydrangea seeds, or not hydrangea, Rose of Sharon. I guess they're a hydrangea. Is that hydrangea? I forget the names of the plants. Anyway. Okay. Don't mind me. I'm old. So, what we have going on here is we got 3 of the Rose of Sharons have decided to say hello and have sprouted up. So I wanted to show them guys so we can follow their progress in the next few months. I'm not seeing any action in the other ones yet. This particular thing has a seed that's been in the refrigerator for at least 3 months or so, off of a tree at a friend's house that I don't know what kind of tree it is. He said it had flowers. It was a significant tree. So I thought I'd take some of his seeds, and I stuck them in the fridge for months. And I'm hoping that at some point it will pop up something, but so far, nothing. These guys need a little bit of a drink today, which is why I decided to get them down and play with them. But I'm very happy. We got some nice little Rose of Sharon plants going. I don't think it's going to be long before this guy beats this guy. I don't know if it was because of how it was plucked out of the ground or what, but this thing has just never grown. Hasn't even thought about it. There's like a little tiny nub right at the top, which would be where new growth should go from, but it hasn't done nothing. It is just sitting here waiting. Doesn't seem to be putting on any significant new roots. Who knows? Alright, so I'm just going to give these guys a little drink. I'm going to set the ones that are growing on this edge here, because this edge here will be the side that gets the most light, where they're sitting up on the shelf in the sunroom. But yeah, really kind of happy. We got some seedlings growing. We'll come back and look at them again. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy my madness and my plants, hit that there subscribe button and like this. Leave a comment. Tell me how nuts I am. I don't care. Let's have some fun. Talk to you later.